In 12 hours, Sage Chen would be sitting alone in a computer lab, watching her entire life unravel in real time. 50,000 followers would discover her secret identity. Millions of people would read every cruel word she had written to a stranger. And the boy who was about to change everything for her would be questioning whether she was really worth all the pain she was causing. But right now, in the quiet of the lab at 11:47 at night, Sage had no idea she was just 13 minutes away from sending the most brutally honest message of her life to completely the wrong person. The soft glow of multiple monitors painted Sage Chen's face in blues and greens as she hunched over her laptop in the university computer lab. At 21, she was the kind of perfectionist who color-coded her study schedules and alphabetized her browser bookmarks. Her dark hair was pulled back in a messy bun, the kind that looked effortless, but actually took 3 tries to get just right. She glanced around the nearly empty lab. It was past midnight on a Tuesday. Most students were either cramming for exams or getting some much-needed sleep. But for Sage, this was prime time. The quiet hum of computers and the gentle clicking of keyboards created the perfect atmosphere for her secret project. Her fingers flew across the keyboard as she finished editing her latest coding tutorial. On her screen, lines of Python code danced in perfect formation, each comment carefully crafted to explain complex algorithms in simple terms. She had been running the YouTube channel CodeSage for 8 months now, and her anonymous tutorials had gained a surprising following. 50,000 subscribers, and growing. The thought made her stomach flutter with nervous excitement. 50,000 people watched her work, learned from her explanations, left comments about how much she had helped them. But they did not know her face, her name, or that she was just a college student who got tongue-tied ordering coffee. She saved the video file and stretched, her neck protesting after hours of hunching over the screen. Time to switch gears. Her gaming group chat was probably wondering where she had disappeared to. Again. Sage opened Discord and scrolled through the messages she had missed. Her friends were discussing the latest gaming drama. Apparently, some popular streamer had completely botched a coding segment during his stream. The chat was full of secondhand embarrassment and gentle mockery. Did you guys see ReedPlays trying to explain application programming interfaces yesterday? Her friend Tyler had written. I literally had to leave the stream. The cringe was too real. Sage found herself smiling. She had actually caught that stream. Well, the last few minutes of it anyway. She had been doing research on popular gaming streamers who incorporated tech content, purely for educational purposes. ReedPlays was huge, over 2 million followers. But his technical explanations were rough around the edges. She started typing a response to her friends, her thoughts flowing freely as she described exactly what had gone wrong with his explanation. Her fingers gained momentum as she got into the technical details, explaining how he could have broken down the concept more clearly, what examples would have worked better. Without thinking, she hit send. The message disappeared into the digital ether, and Sage immediately went back to her video editing. She was so focused on perfecting the timing of her latest tutorial that she almost missed the notification sound from her phone. Almost. The username that appeared on her screen made her blood run cold. ReedPlays. Her heart started beating faster as she stared at the notification. That could not be right. She looked at her Discord and felt her stomach drop to somewhere around her knees. The message, her detailed, brutally honest critique of his technical skills, had not gone to her gaming group chat. It had gone directly to ReedPlays himself. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. With shaking fingers, she opened the direct message. Her own words stared back at her, every criticism laid bare. Honestly, your application programming interface explanation was painful to watch. You were conflating representational state transfer with GraphQL, your example made no sense, and you completely missed the point about authentication. If you are going to do tech content, maybe actually learn the basics first. Your 2 million followers deserve better than watching you stumble through concepts you clearly do not understand. Sage's face burned with embarrassment. She had been venting to what she thought were her friends, not delivering a scathing review directly to one of the most popular streamers on the platform. Her phone buzzed again. Another message from ReedPlays. Wow, tell me how you really feel. Then another. But seriously, you are not wrong. That segment was rough. I have been trying to learn this stuff on my own, and clearly it is not working. Sage stared at the messages, her mind racing. She had expected anger. Maybe a block. Definitely some kind of defensive response. But this? This sounded almost humble? Her fingers hovered over the keyboard. She could apologize, explain the mix-up, maybe disappear into the digital void and hope he forgot about her existence. Or, before she could overthink it, she started typing. I am so sorry. That message was not meant for you. It was supposed to go to my group chat. But since we are here, if you actually want to learn this stuff properly, I might be able to help. She hesitated for just a moment before hitting send. The message disappeared, and she immediately wanted to take it back. What was she thinking? She did not know this person. He was probably some arrogant influencer who would laugh at the idea of taking help from a random college student. Her phone stayed silent for what felt like hours, but was probably only minutes. Sage went back to her video editing, trying to distract herself from the growing anxiety in her chest. Then, are you offering to tutor me? The message was followed quickly by another. Because I am definitely interested. My setup tutorials are apparently as bad as my coding explanations. Setup tutorials. Her eyes widened slightly. She had been watching ReedPlays setup videos for weeks, not because she was a fan, but because she had been using them as a baseline for optimization. She had actually improved several of his suggestions for her own streaming experiments. Wait. He did not know that she was CodeSage. To him, she was just some random person who had accidentally roasted his technical skills. I might know a thing or two about streaming setups, she typed carefully. What kind of help are you looking for? Everything? My stream keeps dropping frames, my audio setup is held together with prayer and duct tape, and apparently my coding knowledge is embarrassingly bad. I have been trying to figure this stuff out from YouTube tutorials, but he was learning from YouTube tutorials, possibly her YouTube tutorials. The irony was not lost on her. I could take a look at your setup. Maybe we could work something out. I help you with the tech stuff. You could, I do not know, teach me some of the gaming techniques I have been struggling with. As soon as she sent it, Sage realized how that sounded. She was basically admitting she needed gaming help, which was true, but also meant she would have to actually interact with him regularly. In person, probably. The thought made her palms sweaty. Deal. But fair warning. I am probably better at games than I am at small talk. Despite her nerves, Sage found herself smiling. There was something unexpectedly endearing about his honesty. Good thing we will be too busy troubleshooting your streaming setup to make small talk. Is that a challenge? Before she could respond, another message appeared. I am Austin, by the way. Austin Reed. Since we are apparently going to be study partners, you should probably know my actual name. Austin Reed. The name felt different than ReedPlays. More real, somehow. More human. Sage, she typed. Sage Chen. Nice to officially meet you, Sage Chen. Even if you did accidentally destroy my ego tonight. She could almost hear the teasing tone through the text, and it made something warm flutter in her chest. Your ego will survive. Your streaming setup, on the other hand. Brutal. I like that. Sage felt her cheeks warm at the compliment, which was ridiculous. He was just being friendly. Probably. When do you want to start? I am usually free after 10 at night. The computer lab is quieter then. Perfect. Tomorrow night? I can bring my laptop to wherever you want to meet. Fair warning, though. My setup might be worse than you are expecting. I have seen some pretty bad setups. I am sure I can handle whatever you have got. If only she knew what she was getting herself into. All right, Sage Chen. It is a date. Her heart did a small flip at the casual phrase. He did not mean it like that, obviously. It was just an expression. But still. See you tomorrow, Austin Reed. She set her phone down and tried to focus on her video editing, but her concentration was completely shot. In less than an hour, she had gone from anonymous critic to, what exactly? Tutor? Study partner? Something that felt dangerously close to excited. As she finally packed up her laptop and headed home through the quiet campus, one thought kept circling through her mind. Austin Reed, the confident, popular streamer with 2 million followers, had sounded almost nervous, uncertain, nothing like the persona she had expected. And tomorrow night, she was going to find out exactly who Austin Reed really was when the cameras were not rolling.